The luminous number 9. For so long, a symbol of the Eagles' supremacy. Formerly worn by Premiership hero and veteran of 238 games, he was captain, 4 times best and fairest winner, and 2005 Brownlow medalist, Ben Cousins. The luminous number 9. Now worn by a new Eagles favourite, the number 2 selection in the 2008 draft. High leaping, spectacularly talented, being tipped as a once-in-a-lifetime player. Nick McAvaney. Tonight, for the first time, the old number 9 is back among the Eagles, at home in the nest, and showing the form of bygone days. It's on in Subi tonight. Something old, something new, and all eyes will be on the past and present wearers of the luminous number 9.
Yes, so it's a huge night in so many ways. The Tigers have actually travelled pretty well this year, and they've won their last 3, surprisingly, at Subiaco. But if you've been waiting for Ben Cousins to come out, well, he's going to make you wait a little bit longer. Here he comes with Jack Reebok, and Buckley's getting a mighty cheer. Gee, it must be a strange feeling for him tonight.
Yeah, look, he's back on his, what is his home turf, or used to be his home turf. He'll get a strange reaction. I'm sure it'll be fairly positive now. He's entrenched at the Tigers, but I think the people from the Eagles would respect what he's been able to do for them in his time here.
New coach announced this week, huge night for some of these players. Late change also, posters coming for White.
Yeah, look, we saw the North Melbourne team play in front of Brad Scott last week and how positive their performance was. But no doubt that the Richmond players will be thinking the same thing. There's careers up for grabs and they want to put in a good performance.
What about their best and fairest from last year? How do you see him?
Yeah, look, he's listed as a utility in the AFL record. He plays forward, midfield, back. He really has got it all, but I reckon there's plenty of upside for Brett Delidio. He needs to be, whether he needs to contribute more to the team aspects or the team structure around him needs to be better, but I'm expecting big things from him on the big ground at Subiaco.
Huge effort for Graham Pollack to come back last week. Not sure what the future holds for him.
Look, it's been a great story. This will be his 2nd game back. Round 22 this year. Look, there'll be question marks over his future.
And speaking of the future for Jade Rawlings, his last night tonight as the senior coach of Richmond.
Yeah, look, and you've got to, I suppose, in that situation, he knows exactly what's in front of him. He's got to enjoy it. Got 4 quarters in this role, and then whatever will come beyond that.
So they take on the Eagles, whose form at home's been pretty good. I mean, it's taken the good teams, discounting Fremantle, to beat them this year here.
Yeah, just the top 3 teams in Geelong, St Kilda and Collingwood have beaten the Eagles here, apart from Fremantle, and they've been very solid in the latter half of the season.
And Dennis, is a late change. I'm a Mac mate. Have I got a game for West Coast tonight?
Not exactly, Bruce, although you're deserving enough. David Weir-Punda is the late man out. Jamie McNamara comes in, of course. Chad Fletcher plays his last game, Leigh Matthews.
I think it's a fantastic story. It's really nice. He's been a great player for the Eagles to actually have the last game at Subiaco so the home crowd can show their appreciation. They've been in pretty good touch lately. When they lost Cox and Kerr, a month or 2 ago, you thought the Eagles was stung, but they've had some pretty good form recently. They've won 6 of their 11 games at Subiaco. Kennedy's playing well at centre-half forward. He's gradually getting really entrenched in that. Edley is almost back to his premiership winning form. And Mark Lacroix had a really good year. He's kicked 53 goals, which is tough to do when you're that medium-sized marking forward. But just the last few weeks, they've pushed him upfield rather than just playing out of the forward 50. But he's a very talented player and an extremely good finisher when he gets a chance.
We were talking about the number 9s, taking number 2 in the draft. Nick Natanui, a work in progress. 9 kicks in his last 7 games, but certainly exciting, using his hands a lot.
Well, absolutely. I mean, his highlights tape is going to be very big. His basics tape he's got to work on because he doesn't do a lot, but what he does is exciting to watch. So I'm even looking forward to watching him play.
He dresses heavy. Ben Cousins, of course, the story tonight, playing his 112th game here at Subiaco Oval, where it all began. His first, though, against his old team, the West Coast Eagles, at half-time. He talks with our Bruce McAvaney. Flat out football, it's the West Coast Eagles and the Tigers coming right up.